Hey everybody, Raymond here with the Evercrafter, and welcome to Love Through the Ages Marathon, hosted by Beyond Bakes, Private School, and Friends, coaches and friends. I am Raymond with the Evercrafter. I'm going to get myself pulled up over here real quick. I came on just a few minutes early, so I get myself shared out and everything. So if you're seeing this part, it's probably a replay. Go ahead and hashtag replay down below. Let me know who you are, where you're from, and if someone sent you, or how you found out about me. All right? Give me just 1 second. I'll be right back. Hey Desiree, how are you today? Jay Woods. Bow, bow, bow. What is my favorite color? That's a hard question because my favorite color is actually black. But very, very close second is pink. Weird, I know, but pink is probably my favorite color next to black. Well, I love you too, Jay Woods. Hey, Albert. Hope y'all are having a great day. Catching all the great crafters today and everybody designing their fabulous pieces. Trying to get my stuff shared here. There we go. Hey, Jerry. You knew I wasn't gonna just wear a hoodie. Yeah, I can't see my comments right now. Give me just 1 second. I can kind of see them there, but not on my laptop. Hey, Marie, my sweet Marie. If I could get my comments pulled up so I can actually read them. Y'all like my sequins? My sequins? Hey, Holly. Look at me all sparkly. Of course I wouldn't. I did actually have a hoodie to wear today, y'all. Think it. It's got matching pants. Hey, Robin. I got this from the Shein. I actually bought this for something totally unrelated to Valentine's. Hey, Maricela. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm gonna try to refresh it over here. Thank you, Nicky B. Hey, Stephanie. I actually bought this for something totally unrelated to today. But it was the right color, so it works for this also. Is this suit going to Fake Bakers Gone Wild? 100% this suit is going to Fake Bakers Gone Wild. There we go. Finally got my comments to come up over here. Let me scroll back up real quick. Thank you, Becca. How are you? Okay, I thought I missed another comment. I guess not. Okay. Let me go back down here. Yes, this suit is 100% going to Fake Bakers Gone Wild. It will not look the same as it does right now, but it is definitely going. Hola, Liza. Thank you, Denise. How are you? So, I actually had a hoodie to wear today, and it's black, and it's got like the sequin letters on the front that says love. It's David wore it on Schitt's Creek. Thank you, Becca. Well, hello, Debbie. Hey, Priscilla. Yeah, I actually have that hoodie I was going to wear today, but I can't find it, which is really disappointing because I really want to wear it. So it's somewhere in the house. I just have to find it. What else? And then I was like, oh, I could dress like a T-Bird because I'm doing the 50s. Couldn't find that jacket either. So here we are, all sparkly. Thank you, jellyfish. Sister! How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? So, first off, glasses. Are these not adorable? These? Hey, Essica! I am so ready for the snow. So ready. Twin! Sup, twin? Hey, Joyce. Freaking Fran! These came from Walmart, y'all. They were like $1 and something. Thought they were super cute. But, y'all know who can't see without these on? That, without his real glasses? That's me. Oh yeah, Marie. We are supposed to get anywhere definitely greater than 2, but the report I just looked at before we came on said we have a possibility for 6 to 8 inches of snow on Tuesday. In Louisiana, we might get 6 to 8 inches of snow. Most are saying around 5, but the most recent report says we might get 6 to 8. Hey, Lydia. Hey, Maritza. So yeah, we might be getting anywhere from a little bit to 8 inches of snow. Possible. But now all the forecasts are predicting pretty much the same thing. They've all came together, which is great. I am not a weirdo. You're a weirdo for not liking the snow. Duh. But anyways, so I'm hoping for like the full 8 inches of snow outside because it would be amazing. But anyway, let me take these glasses off. Let me put on my real glasses so I can actually see. Hey y'all, I can see you now. All right. Of course. Thank you, Jenny. How are you? Here, oh yeah, we've gotten snow since I moved here in 2008. Thank you, Marissa. Since I moved here in 2008, the first year I was here, we got about 2-3 inches. Then we got a little bit each year for like 3 years, so not real snow. Then we bought our house in 2013, and in 2016 we got about 4 to 5 inches of snow, maybe. They say it wasn't that much, but I know how deep it was in my yard. So yeah. But this time they're saying we could get for real. So we've prepped as much as we can. Pipes are wrapped, all that. We do that in the wintertime anyways because it does freeze here. It just doesn't typically snow. But they're saying this snow could actually go all the way to the Gulf. Like it could be the entire area. Mama! Sup? It runs in the family. Yes. Oh no, that's ridiculously cold right now. Hey Tamara, I haven't seen you in forever. Ever. How are you doing? How's the grandkids? So I guess we should actually do some crafting. So I prepped. I said yesterday I wasn't going to prep. I prepped this morning. I got nervous. Hey Q. So I got nervous, so I went ahead and prepped. And I did a lot of prep in a short amount of time. So there's that. Our high today is only 45. Yesterday our high was 73. Yes. Tuesday our high is 30. But next Sunday our high is 78. Completely ridiculous. But I'll take this week of cold if I can have the snow. That's fine. Okay. So, like I was saying, I prepped a whole bunch ahead of time. My time frame was the 50s. That's my era. Hey, Tisha. So what I decided to do, my mind went straight to a box of chocolates and roses. That's where my mind went. Hey, Patty. That's where my mind went. Why is my phone doing that? I mean, my computer. Okay. So what I did is I went ahead and started my box. It's not going to be an open box of chocolates. It's a closed box. Oh, I'm sorry, Tamara. Thank you. It came from the Shein. The jacket and the pants together. And the pants are elastic waist, y'all. Together, I think it was like $38 for the set on the Shein. But yeah, so what I did is I went ahead and prepped my box. I took a heart-shaped box from the Dollar Tree. It's actually like a little cookie tin, and I covered it with red clay. I then trimmed out the bottom in a white. I'll show you that here in a second. And I added a decal to the top of the box. And then we're going to finish off the box as well as some roses. All right. So let me pull it up. So here's our box of chocolates. Okay. Again, I just put the red clay here. This, I'll show you how we made this. Oh, yes, Thanksgiving pants. And if you look at the top, I'm sorry that this is silver, y'all. I really wanted gold, and I can't find my gold ones, so I had to use silver. If you see that pattern on the top, I'm trying to hold it close to the camera for a second. Hey, Wreathfully Yours Boutique. What's your name? All right, so you see that decal there on the top. I bought a bunch of cookie cutters from the thrift store. If you don't check the thrift store, please do. You can find some awesome old cookie cutters as well as just random cookie cutters at the thrift store, usually for a really good price. Like the bags are usually about this size of a bag, and they're usually full. Hey, Tina. They are usually completely full of cutters. This bag actually didn't have very many cutters in it I wanted. Nice to meet you, Abby. I'm Raymond with the Evercrafter. I'm based out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I do fake bakes, wreaths, home decor, and new ventures are wreath attachments. So that's what I do. I'm so glad to have you. Let me go up here and make sure I'm following you. It says I'm not, so I am now. And if for some reason that doesn't take, I'll go back and do it again. Okay. So in my box, in the bag of cutters I got, hey 3A, was this cookie stamp. Now, it probably originally had an oval that went with it. It may not even be vintage, but it looks vintage. So this is the cookie stamp. So what I did is I pushed it down in my clay, in white clay, as hard as I could, and ripped off the excess and kind of flattened out the edges, you know? And just stuck it on the top. But I wanted it to be gold, right? So what I did is thanks to Jane Ann, thank you, darling, she put me on to liquid leaf made by Plaid, I believe. Plaid. I'm sorry. North Florida, yep, prepping for snow. Nice. We've got several of our ladies here that live over in the Texas area. So you can get this at the Hoblobs online also. It's made by Plaid. It's liquid gold leaf. Y'all, this stuff is amazing. If you see the coverage of that gold, that is one coat. That's one coat of this. It's a small bottle. It's like $9. I've done several projects with it now, and I've only used about that much. Like a quarter of the container. Not even a quarter of the container. I keep getting stuck to my table. Just put me in your pocket. I might be a little too big for your pocket. I know we have lots of our friends who are fun sized, snack sized. I'm more like lunch sized. So I'm a little too big for the pocket, but I'm a little too small for like a biggie bag. So I need to be somewhere there in the middle. Hey Kathy. Nice. Welcome in, Kathy. Well, hello, my Wendy darling. I got cute glasses too, but if I put them back on, I can't read your comments. So I will show you them though. Aren't those adorable? So yes, so that's what we've done for prep on this piece, okay? I will actually show you how well this works in a minute also. So, the pattern here, if you were with me on, what day was that? Whenever we made the blue and white cake, was that Thursday? That might have been Thursday. We used this cutter, the scalloped plaque thing, this. Oh, the paint. Yeah. If it'll focus. Liquid leaf made by Plaid. Available on Amazon and at the Hoblobs. Hey, CC. The back. Hey, Cousin Jan. So for that shape there, we just use this cutter. We cut those in half. Hey, Lauren, my home skillet. So we just cut that in half, and that's what we used to trim out the bottom. We're also going to add a ruffle around the bottom. I've never done a ruffle that looked right. So we're going to try it though. I'm not sure about Plaid online. I've never actually shopped Plaid online. But I do know I found it on Amazon and I got this one from the Hoblobs. It's a very small bottle. I'm not sure. Let's see. It's 0.75 ounces. So it's not a whole lot, but it works great and it goes a long way. All right. So that's what we did for prep here. Okay. So now we're going to play with some white clay and try to make a ruffle for the candy box. And then I'll show you how to do the gold and our next step. So I am using Great Creations Folk Cupcakes White for this. Where at Hoblobs? Buy the actual gold leaf. So like where you see the gold leaf sheets. At our store, it's in the back. I can't think of what that section is called. It's not scrapbooking, but it's not the beads. It's in between scrapbooking and beads. Okay, Thursday's when I did the cake. That's what I thought. So yes, this is Great Creations Folk Cupcakes White. I'm down to this and one more bag, so it will be time to place an order soon for more. We will also be using her skin color today. And I've used her red on here. No problem, Marie. All right, so everyone has a way to do a ruffle. Some people make a long strip and they fold it. Some people make a long, like a worm, and they push and pull. So we're going to try it right, both ways. Yes, the cleanup is a mess. And this is what I've been doing. You have plenty? Good. So, water is not going to clean your brush with this paint. But what I do is I do sit mine in my brush in a shot glass, because of course Raymond owns shot glasses, of water while I use it. That way it doesn't dry, because this paint does dry pretty fast down here. I'm not sure about everywhere else. Bigger quantities for less. Okay, I'll have to look into that. Now, I buy cheap brushes for the point that if I'm going to use a brush, I'm probably never going to clean it. So a lot of my brushes just get reused, and then thrown in the garbage. If you've been with me long enough, you know that when it comes to glue, I use Q-tips. So with the Q-tips, I can just throw them in the garbage. I have not tried the gold leaf with the Q-tip simply because I'm scared it would absorb too much of the paint. So, but yes, it does dry super fast. So the first method we're going to try is something I actually have seen Marie do, and I've tried it multiple times, and I never do it right. But we're going to try it today. Gotcha. So y'all will hear my dog. He is upset because he had to go back in his kennel because his dog food order didn't come, so Corey had to go get him dog food. Of oil? That would make sense too. Yeah. I'm going to move my cake out of the way for a moment. Hola, Lucy. How are you, my love? I've decided that your name is Lucy Love. And you're my... this will be between me and Lucy. She'll know what I'm talking about. You are my assistant DJ. But yeah, if y'all hear my dog barking, I apologize. Like I said, he is upset because he had to go back in his room while Daddy went to get food. All right, so I'm actually going to use, these came from Dollar Tree in the cake section. It's got like a little shell design on there. So this is my plan. Thank you, Iris. How are you? It may not work, and we may have to start this all over. Okay? Right? Zerx is really upset. But he's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I'm going to push down and pull. Push down and pull. Push down, pull. Push down, pull. It works better if you hold your worm in place. I probably could have done this a little thinner than what I'm doing it. So what it does is it gives it that. I'm just going to keep going. Marie did this with a ball tool, and it looked really cool. But when I was sitting here trying to figure out what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it, I was like, ooh, if I use that shell design, it'll give it like that weird pattern. If it doesn't puff back up too much. Thank you, Iris. Yes, pull gently. All right, so it made this scallopy look, right? So what we're hoping is actually, before I do that, I need to go back here and flatten out this edge so that it actually fits under my box better. I probably should have flattened it first, but I did not. It's not distorting this shape, so that's a good thing. But next time I do it, I will know to flatten it first. All right. Pull this back up. Yep. Go get her a set from the Dollar Tree. You know you have to go get Mama what she wants. That would make sense too. Cutting off the excess. I'm going to start here at the back of the heart. And I'm just pushing it on the edges. And then I'll go back in and make sure it's attached better. And I cannot believe I actually made enough the first time. That never happens. Where's my scissors? It's not perfect, but it works. It definitely works. Now, I bet if I would have thought about it, I probably could have flattened out the back and put on here and then put my pattern in. I'll hold it up for the camera in just 1 second. Now, I will tell you, I did not do a great job at covering my heart, so I'm probably going to have 2 spots that crack, to be honest with you, because I left, there's seams that I didn't take care of. But if so, I have a way to fix that. No, I could not do this again if I tried. Let me put it back on its plat. And it might ruffle up a little bit as it dries. And if it does, that's fine. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I'm a little thrown off on that. So you see the ruffle design around the bottom. There's a few spots I see that I need to go in and push it up some. Ramona Boudreaux! Y'all gonna get the snow too? Y'all gonna get the snow down there? Ramona's another Louisiana girl. You did tell me it was easy, and I told you it wasn't. Me and Marie had a whole video chat about how to do this one day, and I still didn't do it right. There we go. I actually really liked it. That would be cute on a cake. Maybe I'm making a cake, and I just didn't realize it. So, that's actually all the white I needed right now. So, that's weird. I expected to use a whole lot more. If I would have known that was going to go so well, I would have not prepped as much. They just updated ours up here, and they're saying now we could get 8 inches of snow. So it's sleeping for you, Iris. Nice, I guess. That's nice. I would think that's nice, but ours isn't supposed to start till tomorrow night. So I have to work tomorrow, as of right now, which is fine. Because in Louisiana, that means if it actually does this on Tuesday, I may not go back to work till Thursday. So, because they're saying to plan to be off the roads till Thursday. So we'll see. But I could very well go back to work on Wednesday, if not on Tuesday. So yay for that not taking very long. All right, now I'm going to show you the area I think is going to have the crack in it. Right there, that's going to crack. And I'm okay with that. And I also have one on this side. What I will do is once that does what it's going to do, and that's 100% my fault on that one because I did not do the clay right. I'm actually going to take my gold and go back in and marble line it. Kind of like, you know how marble has like veins in it? And I'm going to add like the gold veining through it on those cracks to make it look like it's supposed to be there. All right. Now I'm going to set this back to the side. And I'm actually going to pull, this is Great Creations Faux Cupcake Skin. To me, it's a very light pink. So we're actually going to pull that. And I'm going to show you how to make a rose out of it. Or to make the rose I made. There's so many ways to make roses. I wanted my roses to have a weird edge on them. I know that sounds weird. I didn't want your traditional rose shape. So what I did is I took my clay, conditioned it. You can do this, which adds bubbles. Typically, if I'm needing a large amount of clay, I'll do it this way. This does not give you the air bubbles as much. And I feel like this makes your clay more workable. So, we'll do that. We'll take my roller, throw something on there, and it's still on there. And I'm rolling it out on the ones hey Judy, the ones I'm actually using today, I made them a little too thick. So I'm actually going to roll this out a little bit thinner. If I would quit doing that. Let's start that over. And I've had this bag for a while. I think this is my older bag because I have another bag over there. I think it's my newer bag. So I'm rolling this out roughly 1/4 of an inch thick. I have a small scallop. Right. It's possible to be... Hola! Hey Manny, how are you doing? This is a 2-inch scalloped heart. We are going to make 4 pieces out of it. So there's 1. How are you doing today, Manny? Are y'all going to get any of the winter weather over there? Yeah. I'm going to redo that one. I did not oil my cutters. A lot of times I have learned with my metal cutters, I don't always have to oil. Plastic cutters, I typically will. Alright, so now I have my 4 little hearts made. Yes. If you want a bigger rose, make more, you know. I am making a little teardrop. Let me show you how I did that. Thank you, Mona. Y'all are getting it now? Nice. So I made let me remake that. I don't like that one. So I made a teardrop, right? I'm going to take the top of my teardrop and I'm bending it over and rolling it around. Kind of like that on the top. All right. Take one of your hearts. Put your teardrop almost at the very top of the center. Roll that around and pull down. Okay. Now to go to the side, start another heart, pull it around. Send it to me. And just keep doing the same thing. Like these are smaller roses. Like this is more of a bud, I guess. If you made one more petal, you could make that work too. Okay. So there's our rose. Now, I'm going to take a skewer and I'm going to put that skewer straight up the middle of that rose. Not all the way in there. You just want it to hold it. All right. So there's your rose. Let's make two. Let's make another one. Thank you, Maricela. Thank you, Rachel. So we all know the more you leave your clay out, or the longer it's out in the open, it's going to dry, right? So don't do like me and just leave it laying there. Like, this is still fine to use. Now, earlier when I was working on my red ones, I left the clay out way too long. Give it a try. Hopefully it goes better for you than using the glue I recommended. I messed that one up. How's the hubby feeling, Marie? I know he wasn't feeling well. And Girly, if you're still here, how are you feeling? I'm actually going to do this one with 5. Just to make it a little bit bigger. Oh, that's no good. Again, I'm making another teardrop. Bending it and rolling it. That one didn't come out as good, but it's okay. Right, I'm glad you're feeling better. Y'all are probably fixing to hear Zerks act up again because his dad, I just heard Corey pull back up. So Corey has a hybrid car, so it makes this weird sound. It almost sounds like, everybody says it sounds like choir, like an angel choir or something, because it's like, oh, it's really weird. Thank you, Lucy. It came from Shein. Hey, Snow. Now, if you want your rose to be a little bit more open, when you're putting the hearts on, or whichever shape you choose, attach one side and then kind of bend it in the middle and attach the other side. It will allow you to open it a little bit more. Let's go ahead and put that one on a skewer. Right, TikTok is back, y'all. It still looks like it's going through a few something, trying to get back online. But it came back on a little while ago. Actually, about an hour ago now. I just hope that for those of you who use CapCut, it is also no longer available. So I'm hoping that it comes back online today too. Because it also went dark yesterday. Where's my other color? Okay. Typically a rose, you think the stem and the little leaves around the top. Most people go with normal green. I'm actually going with Great Creations Smoked Cupcakes Mint. I actually have the regular green, but I wanted to go more pastel-y. So I'm going to show you how I make my stems. Super easy. And then I'll show you how to do the green part that's underneath the rose, like the leaves at the bottom of a rose. And if someone could for me, I'm on until 2, correct? Well, 2 my time, 3 Eastern time. Is that correct? Yes. Yeah. CapCut is also went dark. It's owned by TikTok. Yes, I'm rather upset about it. All right, so I'm making a ball. Then I'm going to turn that ball into a worm. All right. It does not have to be very thick of a worm. This is roughly 1/4 of an inch thick. All right. Take you a skewer. Pointy side, doesn't matter which side. Leave you about an inch. Push that skewer down into your clay, just like that. Pinch your clay around the skewer, okay, to close it off. Roll, start rolling it, but roll it and move your hand towards the end that doesn't have the clay. Hey, bestie. So start up here and then roll it down towards the area where there's no clay. Keep doing that. Let me put my sleeve up. You're just going to repeat that several times. Once you get it stretched pretty well, go back in with your hand and pinch it. And as you pinch, pull more clay down. Thank you, bestie. All right, and do that a few times. You just don't expose your skewer, but keep pulling your clay downwards. Now, I put a little bit too much up here, but it's okay. You can spin your skewer. It doesn't matter. All you want to do is you're pushing your clay down. Could you make a longer worm? Yes. But then you're going to end up with a whole lot of clay you don't need. And you don't have to go all the way down. So now it looks kind of like that. You can leave it like that. Hey, Dewey. Or you just go in and do another roll. So now you have the stem for your rose. I'm going to go back to the first rose we did. I'm going to take it off of this one. And I'm going to push this one in the same hole. So now we have a stem. Why did I put it on this one to begin with? Because that way it doesn't mess up. Now, you could do your stems first and you'd be fine. Yeah, it looks like a tulip also because of the scallop, but mine are actually roses. Hey, Tracy. Thank you. Hey, Shannon. Thank you. Thank you, Donna. So again, we're just going to make our worm. I made this one longer just to show that you could do it that way also. Again, just push your skewer down into the clay. And of course, that time it didn't do right. So I'm just going back in and pinching it around. Nice. Welcome on, Sally. How are you doing? How's the weather over there in good old England? Hey, Misty. Again, I'm just doing this. I'm actually going to take that off right there. All right. Now I'm going to roll it again, just like I did last time. Well, hello, Lonnie. Welcome in from Rhode Island. I'm Raymond, for those who are new here, and I'm with the Evercrafter. I'm based out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I do a mix of everything. Right now, you're seeing me do clay. I also do floral stuff like wreaths, swags, garlands. I do all of that. I do home decor. Today we are doing clay, and this is we're doing a 50s inspired Valentine gift. Cold and dark over there. It's dark. I mean, no, it's cold here, but not dark. Again, I'm going to take this one off, kind of twisting it a little bit to get it out of there. Because the clay is still pretty wet, I'm going to push this one in there. Only thing you have to be careful with in doing this is that you don't do like I just did and stab through the clay. So there's that option that I just messed up on, but it's okay. It's fine. All right. I wouldn't say I'm a master of any, but I'll take it. All right, I'm gonna put that dowel back over there. Now, still got some green here. Now we're gonna make our leaves. So, I'm making small balls. Each flower is gonna need 6. So right now, I'm just gonna do the first one. They don't have to all be the same size. You just need 6 small balls. If you have a leaf cutter, you could 100% use a leaf cutter, a teardrop mold, any of that to do this. This is just a way that you can do it if you don't have those things. Once you get your balls, make them into teardrops. Thank you, Paula. They don't have to be pointy, but if you want them pointy, they can be. If you notice, there's no rhyme or reason. I'm just making these shapes. Okay, they're all different sizes. Take your thumb. Let me make sure you can see what I'm doing. Move these out of the way. Take your thumb. Push down on the chubby end. And then lighter on the tops. You're going to end up with this. Flat teardrop. Let's go ahead and do the other ones real quick. Like I said, remember, they do not all have to be the same size. Nothing in nature is perfect. That's what makes it perfect. The imperfect aspects is what makes it perfect. All right, we have 6 of them. Let's pull a flower. You're going to take it, attach it to where your flower and your stem meet, right there, and just go upwards. Now do one across from that one. Do one on the back side, the front side, okay? Now your last 2, put them wherever you want them, but you're just going to attach them partially. You want them to hang a little bit lower, okay? You can do as many of them as you want to. 6 is just what I chose to do. Let's make 6 more. Thank you. I'm going to need to get a little bit more clay out. So, because so many of us are having cold, nasty weather right now, What is your food that your go-to food for cold weather? What is the one thing that you make when it gets cold? Hey, Kim. Soup, chicken and dumplings. Oh, love me some chicken and dumplings. Chicken and rice, okay. Chicken chowder, vegetable soup, tomato soup and grilled cheese, 100%. Soups, casseroles, okay. Chili, Mexican soup, nice. The P word that I can't say, I've tried several times. Chicken and sausage gumbo, seafood gumbo, chili with cornbread, chili. There's lots of chilies. That's actually what we're making today. We're making chili. Corey also has gumbo, of course. Ours down here is actually, at our house, we typically go for roast or pot roast, like a pot roast in the crock pot, something like that. Because that's one of those foods I don't like to eat when it's hot outside. So, taco soup, I love a good taco soup. Hey, Cindy, how you doing? So I'm just like I did. I'm just doing the same thing I did on the other one, attaching the green for the leaves. So we have 2 pink roses made. Let me pull this over. And I made 3 red ones. There's our flowers. Thank you. So those are going to be our flowers. Put my little bit of green back in there. For those of you, hey, thank you, Tammy. For those of you who weren't here earlier, I'll show you the other part we made. So this is our box of chocolates that we made. Corey must have bought new dog toys. All right, so there is our box of chocolates. So let's talk about the gold paint. All right. We're going to put some gold tips on our flowers. Hold on. Pumpkin! Corey! Thank you. Right, never die flowers are the best. He must have went back outside. Well, hello, ma'am. Did you just get here? I didn't see you. Corey! Hey, can you bring me paper towel? Thanks. He finally heard me. I can't find my paper towel shelf. Maybe I took them out of here, so I don't know. I love a good crock pot meal. Thank you. You want to say hi? Hey. I have too much stuff on the floor for him to get over here. He's such a good guy, isn't he? Alright, so I'm just getting some of the water off my brush. Yes, it's pumpkin. It's pumpkin and doodle. That's the two names he has. I do shake it. I don't know if you're supposed to shake this, but I do. Oh, it's okay, ma'am. I was just giving you a hard time. All right, so I do shake this. I really don't know if you're supposed to or not. Maybe that's something you're not supposed to do, but I feel like you're supposed to. It reminds me of nail polish, which I know you're supposed to do this too. So, all right, our red has been drying longer, so we're gonna start there. I'm gonna keep him. Divorce costs too much. I'm gonna get a little gold on the very tip of my brush. All right, and I'm just going around the tips a little bit. Like no real rhyme or reason. I just want some gold on there. As soon as I do this, I'll show you how well this covers. Right, make it a blockbuster night. I think he actually got rid of that shirt the other day. I think. Like, I don't want a lot on here, but I'm putting more than I probably would have normally. Now, the middle of the red flowers is made a little bit different than what I showed you because I kept messing it up. So, yeah. So that's the gold. I know. I'm about to find him another one. So I'm pretty sure he got rid of it. So to show you how well that covers, I mean, I did on that flower, but I want to show you on a bigger piece. I have these left over from the other night. See, this is a dark blue. So watch this. Not a ton. This is a small brush. That's pretty much covered. Hey, Christy. Thank you. So it really does cover really well. Yeah, great coverage. This is Liquid Gold Leaf by Plaid. So it does an incredible job. I actually might go back and paint some of mine gold. Yeah, it is so good, y'all. Such a good paint. All right, let's add a little bit of gold to these other flowers real quick. Y'all notice Dirk's got quiet, right? That's why I tell y'all that he just acts. Have y'all thinking I'm a bad puppy parent. It is oil based. And it dries pretty fast. Like, I guarantee you the gold down there is already dry on the box, and I did it right before the live. I'll touch the first rose we did. I'll touch it in a minute and see if it's dry. I'd originally kind of thought about using some gold rocks, some crushed gold rocks, and dipping them, but I decided not to do that. Now, if you are sensitive to smell, it does have a smell. Is it going to knock you on your butt smell? No, but there is definitely a smell. Oh, y'all, it looks even better on the pink. Now, I'm being a little bit more sloppy on the pink also, though. Because it's a thinner, because I did cut it thinner, I've been a little bit more sloppy. Yeah, water will not clean the brushes with this product. I just leave mine sitting in something while I'm using it, and then I throw my brushes away. Because I'm not one to clean my brushes to begin with. It looks great on the pink. Yeah, I knew Wendy would know the answer. I couldn't remember what she told me. Now, if you wanted to, if you make this, you could add a little green to your green leaf, a little gold to your green leaves also. Yeah, it's called VOC. When we bought our house, I accidentally bought oil-based paint for the foyer. It was miserable. There. I'm gonna put a little gold on the leaves just to show you. It actually looks really good on there. And I'm just doing the tips of my leaves. There we go. Thank y'all. All right. After this, we'll move on to the next step. That one got a little stuck. That's okay. Apparently, my computer decides it's time to do an update. We don't want to do an update right now. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. Okay, so I did the gold on 3 of the flower's leaves and not the other 2. Close that up really well. Put that to the side. Now, here comes the fun part. I have no idea if this is going to work. Be prepared for this maybe not to work. Okay? I'm going to go back to my skin color. Those monsters, and those monsters, those come from Wendy Darling. I got those for my birthday. I showed them on a live back then. You'll accept my rose? Hello, Miss Sheila. How you doing, darling? So, this is going to be the part that may or may not work, y'all. And if this doesn't work, this very well... I'm sorry, Carolyn. Hi. How you doing? I didn't see you come in. Caroline. So if this part doesn't work, it could possibly mess up the roses. So we're going to hope it works. Because if not, I'm going to be a little sad. Alright. Pull the sleeves up on this one. So what I'm doing well. Whew, okay. I'm going to flatten it out some. I really need my big rolling pin that I don't have in here. And I rolled it too thin already. I could do this another way and not use clay for this, but I really want to use clay. Can anyone think what I'm trying right now? Does anyone have any idea what I'm doing? Or attempting to do, shall I say? Also, this is probably the most y'all have seen me use clay in a long time. All right. I'm actually going to leave the edges like they are for what I'm about to do. Pull this up. Yep. I'm actually going to flip it this way. Yes, ma'am, Wendy. I'm making the tissue to go around the roses. Yeah. So, let me see here. Okay. I'm going to lay that one in the center. Before I do that, okay, there. Okay. Marie says don't do it. Y'all, I have to. If I don't do it, I'm going to always wonder if I could have done it. Okay. First rose is down. Where's my cutters? The plus side here is it does not have to be perfect. Oh, I missed something. I missed what you said, Wendy. Probably something that was important and I should have read. It's okay. I promise I'm fixing to show you. I had to kind of push it away from me to do this. I'm only calm on the outside, I promise. All right, here we go. Now I'm kind of gathering it here, the way it would be in real life. There we go. Y'all, I cannot believe that worked. All right. I'm now laying it back down on the parchment. Okay. And I got stuck. Okay. So there's our roses. Y'all, that was stressful. I promise that was stressful. All right. It needs a bow. We got 20 minutes. It needs a bow. What color bow should we do? Red? White? Mint? What color bow should we put on it? Yes, that was definitely a trust the process moment. It definitely needs a piece of ribbon right here. Do we use real ribbon or clay? Ribbon or clay? That's the question. Before we pick the color of ribbon, do we want real ribbon or clay? Everybody's saying red. I saw a few golds. I was nervous. Real red with gold. Real ribbon, red. Okay, so here's the thing. Clay red. Mint. Must be real ribbon. All right, so here's the thing, y'all. Now that we're going to use real ribbon, here comes a whole nother issue, okay? Not an issue. I just hope y'all are okay with it. There's only one ribbon option that I will be using if we go real ribbon, okay? I apologize in advance, but we're only using a certain ribbon. And I'm sure some of y'all already know what ribbon that will be. I have too much stuff over here. Sandra, you're the closest to what we're actually... It's not black and white check, but it is black and white stripe. Because my check is on the rack way up there. And I have this one next to me. So we're going to use the stripe. I really would like to use my black and white check. But I have to move too much stuff to get to it. Hey Heidi, how are you? Alright, so we have to tie a bow. Of course it works for you, twin. I knew you would have no problem. I'm going to turn it towards me. I know it's not red. But is it really a Raymond project if it doesn't have black and white? Truthfully. And this will not be a great bow, guys. It won't be a horrible bow, but it would not be a great bow. I'm just saying. Now, if I would have had real red here, I would have tried it. I would have. But I don't have any real red here. Not in front of me. Y'all would probably be mad if well, I'll tell y'all anyway. My real red ribbon is actually still in a box in my dining room from when I decorated for Christmas. That box of ribbon never made it out of there. Yeah. It stayed there all season. I think that's a good bow. I have to clean my desk. All right. Now let's pull our heart back up. So this is what I think of when I think of the 50s. Ignore the parchment paper. So we've got our box of chocolates. I want them to actually lay on top of each other. Like, I want them to lay closer, but I don't want them to get stuck together right now. Thank you, Darlene. Hey, my dukes. Thank you. Now let's see if Raymond can actually pick this up without dropping anything. Probably not, but we're going to try. See? I have to be careful with my flowers till they dry. But that is our project. Yeah, my tree is still up. My big tree is still up. It's about 60% undecorated. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, my sweet Marie. Thank you, Nancy and Rachel. Outside the box chocolates would be cute. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Denise. Now, I will say just now from picking this flower bouquet up, if you do something like this, be careful of the points of your the leaves that you put on your flower, because like I've got two that kind of want to come through, so just be careful of that. But luckily it will be laying on its back anyways, so you're not going to see that, you know. Thank you, Patty and Tamara, Tina, Deanna. Anybody have any questions? Oh my goodness, I keep getting stuck. Come on. I'm trying to pull up the schedule. Thank you, Tina. Oh, I'm not going to judge you at all. At all. Early Light Designs. Hi. What's your name? Well, hello, Carly. How are you? I mean, I know I talked to you earlier, just a little while ago, but I haven't seen you in a few minutes, so I was like, you know, let's ask her again. It's okay. Hey, Shelby Lynn. How you doing? Give me just a second. I'll show you what we made. Come on. Come on. Dawn. All right. Nice to meet you, Dawn. After me is Teresa with Flowertown Crafts. So we're going to head over there and watch her in about 10 minutes. And then after her, you have... Come on. My schedule keeps going away, y'all. Frustrates me. Come on. You have myself, Raymond the Evercrafter. Then you have Teresa with Flowertown Crafts, followed by Wendy with Personally Yours by Wendy. Then Tina with Smith's Wood and Treasures. Then you have Nicole with Nicole's Great Creations. And then, is that it for tonight? Or do we have, then we have Miss P at 9 p.m. So this is what we made today. This is our 5 flowers instead of 6. I can't count clearly. And our box of chocolates. This is what I would think of when I think of 50 Valentine. You give your girl a box of chocolates and some roses. Or in my case, you give your fella some roses and some chocolates. So I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me today. This has been a great 2-day event. Be sure to go back, catch all the replays for the last 2 days. I'm going to have to go put this away in a bag so it quits sticking to stuff. Thank you, Judy and Maritza and Tamara. Thank you, Shelby. Be sure and catch all the other designers today. I didn't get to do a Gator Live this week. It's been a really bad week, rough week here. So I need to get a Gator Live done. So maybe we'll do that tomorrow, maybe we'll have a Gator Live tomorrow. Keep your eye on my page. I'll let you know. We are expecting the storm to get here, the snowstorm to get here. Yes, it's so weird to say snowstorm in Louisiana. On Tuesday, so I'll probably be in town. Yes, Ginger. It's got pants. Also, see? we're going to get together on some things. But keep your eye on the page. Be sure and catch the rest of the designers today. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go for the day. If you're not a part of the flock yet, go ahead and join the flock and hang out with us. We're here every Thursday night for Flock Shell Hour and pop-up lives throughout the week. So do that. And until next time, like I always say, be wonderful, make something wonderful. Live happily ever crafter. Bye, y'all.